So before working another problem where we look at sample size, let's take a look really quickly at the confidence interval and how we can determine p hat and e, our margin of error, if we're already given an interval. So let's even just kind of skip down here to this example. Let's say that we're given the following confidence intervals. We could be written in different notations. This is saying that we're expecting the values between 0.33 and 0.56 to capture the true population proportion for whatever this example might be. So this is our interval. You know, obviously it could have also been written as the range from 0.33 to 0.56 in that format. But again, if we're asked to find, maybe we want to write it in this format, p hat plus or minus the margin of error, how do we find, first of all, what p hat is, and also what ER? So p hat is just the value right in between, right? So notice that p hat is an estimation for p, and p is just exactly right in between these two values. So p hat we can think of as the point in between. So it's really just equal to the mean of the max and the min. So that's what we have up here. The p hat is equal to the upper confidence level plus the lower confidence level divided by 2. So in other words, we'll take the 0.33 or the 0.56 if you prefer. But either way, we're going to add those two values and divide by 2. So in other words, p hat for this example is equal to 0.445. If we want to find the margin of error, though, let's think about it. If this is p hat minus e and p hat plus e, to get, and if p hat's an approximation for this value, to get from here to e, we've got to go to p hat plus e, we've got to go the amount e, and to go from here to here, we've got to go the amount e. Well, we're basically going the distance between here and here is we're doing that trip twice. We've got it once and twice. So we can really just think of it as the difference between those two values cut in half because we just want the one e. So e is not the mean, but the distance between them, since it's the plus or the give or take, the plus or minus. And we're going to take and just subtract the two values and divide by 2. So I get 0.115 for E. So in other words, for this example, I get p hat plus or minus E, if I want to write it in this form, would be the 0.445 plus or minus 0.115. That's how we could write that confidence interval in another form. And we can do the same thing down here again. For p hat, we're just going to take the average of those two. Maybe I'll give you a second to do that if you want to pause it. So once we calculate these, again, p hat, average of the two, or mean, we'll say, I guess, plus or minus E is equal to the 0.700 that we found, give or take. The distance between the max and min cut in half is our margin of error. There should be a 0 in here, 0.030. 0.030. So in other words, our probability proportion is 0.7 plus or minus 3 percentage points is how we could think about this.